Welcome to a video from thedigital.com. We have a new Windows 10 Insider Preview build to look at. This is 16199, Redstone 3, now going to be called the Fall Creators Update. And there's a couple of new features in this around people and some Cortana notifications and some other stuff. So, what's new first of all? Well, My People now supports animated emojis. And I'm going to show you this on the Windows blog because I couldn't get this to work. So when you receive, remember the My People, the People app, and that's the bar that you can have there. You can pin people to the bar, which if you notice on mine, it won't pin them anymore. They were there and now they've all disappeared and I can't get them to come back. But if you receive an emoji from someone, say over Skype, then you get the animated icon appearing above their name, and it should appear down here, but as you've seen I can try and unpin them, and then if I pin somebody, see, I don't even have the option. Let me say I try and see, some will work, but that should automatically pin them on there. I don't know what's happened there. I've tried turning them, removing the people bar and adding it back in, and it still does it. So you should see the animations come through when someone sends you a Skype emoji, and also when you get the people there, you should also see a number around the number of unread messages. Like I said, I didn't get that to work either. They were there for a bit and then they just disappeared. So maybe a bit of work to do on that. Now, what has another probably slightly more useful feature is when you share something using any of the built-in share features in Windows, you get not just the applications you can share with, but you also get people. Now, these are the reasons saying me. They're not because I keep sending myself messages. It's because I was testing this to try and get the Skype stuff to work. So I can share this over people now, so I can pick it like that. So there you go. So that's going to share that now using that share, which I think is something actually would use. If you're in anything, you've got the share icon like that. You can just share out using this, and I think that's a good way of doing that. So I do like that feature. A couple of other changes. There's a couple of improvements to the game settings. You can now broadcast using game audio only, and there's audio settings in the game bar, but I'm not going to show that. What I'm going to show is some changes to settings. If you go to About, you now get this monitor there showing you the health of your system. So that's quite useful to be able to see that. Another change is around the storage sense. So let's have a look at that. So if you come into here, you can do change how we free up space, and you've now got the option to delete files in your downloads folder that hasn't changed 30 days. So it's a good way of cleaning stuff up when you don't use that. And it's good that Windows maintains the space on your system. Now, one thing I really do like, probably I should have started with it, is the incoming call notifications. So if you're using Android and you've got Cortana installed, you can receive calls notifications coming in. I'll show you what that looks like. So I think that's really interesting, that the way that works. The calls come in, and you can answer them, or you can decline them, or you can reply back with text. I think that's really good, and that Cortana integration Android does improve your experience of using the Android phone. So I think that's really good. There are a lot of other changes. Windows Defender application Go work on touch PCs. They fixed an issue with some Win32 apps not launching if the antivirus was active before you upgraded. They've fixed an issue with Windows Defender Security Center no longer flagging disabled drivers as issues. They've removed the Note Quick Action due to no one really using that, and they've upgraded their migration log. So going forward, the build state rotation log will be preserved across updates. That's quite good. And there's a couple of other minor issues as well, and I'll include a link on thedigital.com. There's still some known issues. These will sound very familiar that anybody's seen old builds. Some updates will be cancelled. Error message you may get. Surface 3 still can't be upgraded with the SD card in. Outlook 2016 may still have a problem opening. They are investigating issues with Microsoft Edge opening PDFs, and they've also added one that says you'll be unable to type in your password to log into any UWP app such as Netflix, Facebook, Twitter, Messenger. If you're already updated to this build, you should be okay, but don't log out. So just a warning, I haven't tried that one. So if you're trying to log into Netflix on this build, or any of the apps that take a UWP apps like Netflix that take a login, then you're going to have a potential problem. So just a warning with that. I think that probably highlights why you should never put this in production on a production machine, these earlier builds. Mixed reality doesn't work in this as well. You need to roll back to an earlier build, and I'm sure they'll get that fixed for our future builds. Okay, so that's it. You can go back on our YouTube channel and see all the changes in Windows 10 right back to the very first version. I think I like the call notification. That's the favourite feature on this build. That's 16199 for PC. There was a phone build available, but I'll do a separate video of that. Thanks for watching this one.